Tonight from Seguin High School, AISD Television proudly presents our Arlington High School Volleyball Game of the Week. It is the season finale for these two teams in District 9 5A as the Lady Cougars of Seguin play host to the Joshua Lady Owls. And a very pleasant October evening, everyone. Jim Staples, our AISD crew, you see inside the Cougar facility here at Seguin High School in the District 9 5A standings. Three atop in the standing race, Granbury, Cleburne, and Centennial. And Seguin hoping that they can finish the season with a win here in the district as Joshua at 3-10 and the Lady Cougars at 0-13. The Lady Owls starting lineup. There you see a pretty young team too. Annalise Guest, Allison Arachnes, Caitlin Stone, Reese Rumfield, Amelia Wiley, Mercedes Jaime, and Macy McCoy is the libero. And the head coach for the Joshua Lady Owls, Craig Bethel. 1 freshman, 5 sophomores, 6 juniors, and 3 seniors for his squad. And you see the starters for the Lady Cougars. Talia Mosley, a senior, one of only a couple on this team. Tyja Knight, Kiona Warren, Kaya Brooks, a junior, Teresia Sims, Grace Nawasu, and Torian Lewis, the libero. All 3 of those young ladies are sophomores. And there you see Katra Ridgway, the head coach here at Seguin High School. In the first meeting between these two teams that occurred on September the 29th, Joshua won that match 3-0, 25-10, 25-15, and 25-19. So the Lady Cougars are looking to get a little redemption tonight here at Seguin High School, and we'll be back with the start of tonight's volleyball match right after this. Jim Staples, our AISD television crew, welcome you back inside the gym here at Seguin High School. Just about set to get underway in this best-of-5 match between the Lady Cougars of Seguin High School and the Joshua Lady Owls. It's senior night here at Seguin as a couple of young ladies playing in their final volleyball match in front of the home crowd, and want to certainly recognize them, Talia Mosley and Kiana Warren. Both seniors were recognized in the pre-match activities. And of course you love our seniors. Being a senior in high school is pretty darn special. And so we're just about ready to get this one underway, and Seguin will get things going here. And the above mentioned Kiana Warren will do the serving. Eight sophomores, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors for Seguin, a very young team, as are the Joshua Owls. And here we go. The first kill attempt by Rumfield, handled easily and tapped over, but tapped back and wide. So quickly Seguin out to a 1-0 lead. Warren again. Running jump serve from the left side. A little bit of zip on that one. Coming down the middle with the kill, but a nice dig and save by Knight. They tried again in the block. The roof put on by Knight and Sims. And it's 2-0 Lady Cougars. Caitlin controls it, and Lady Owls on the scoreboard. Side out, Joshua. Macy McCoy leaves. Aaron Nakes in, and a net service off the right hand of Mercedes Jaime, and it's 3-1. Seguin side out Lady Cougars. With Kaya Brooks to serve deep beyond the end line. And here she comes. Oh, a nice form, but just a little too much on that one. Had plenty of pop behind it, but the long serve gives the ball back to Joshua. They trail by one early here in set number one. Mosley couldn't handle, but saved deep. Chased down by Lewis. And another nice block by Knight. But it's returned, and trying to dig it out is Keona Ward, and she cannot come up with it. So back-to-back points ties it at 3. Push to the near side, and a side slam to Leah Mosley with the kill. So Seguin with the service as Joshua inserts Abby Smith. Knight serving, and it's going to be short. Side out Lady Owls, tied at 4. Rumfield leaves for Joshua, and Mackenzie Ward, there you see her, will be at the service line. Lewis controls it. Now it's a back fed, and Lewis tried to chase it back down but couldn't come up with it. So the first lead of this game for Joshua. And it extends to 2 points as the Lady Cougars unable to come up with it. 6-4. Ward. Nice save on the far sideline, and that one is going to be short. So 4 unanswered points by the Lady Owls here in set 1. Ward and Mosley tried to dig it out, kind of the soft spot in the middle of that Seguin zone. And it's 5 straight for Joshua. And it is just served wide. So side out Seguin, trailing by 3. And Tyresia Sims in the game, and she's serving, and that one is going to be served long. Plenty of mustard behind that one, but just a little bit too long as Mercedes Jaime back in, as is for Seguin, Emma Phillips. Ernakes serving for the Lady Owls. Mosley has it dug out by the Lady Owls. Shoveled across by Allison Ernakes. Back fed. And is it touched? Out of bounds. So the point goes to Joshua. Aaron Nakes again serving, and shoveled, slapped across by Jaime, but no problem for the Lady Cougars. Left-handed slam by Nawasu is returned. And this one's short. Nawasu on her knees couldn't come up with it. So it is 11-5, forcing Seguin and Katra Ridgeway to call a timeout. Joshua has scored 8 out of the last 9 points and lead it 11-5, and they have the service. Nice kill attempt by Brooks. It's handled by the Lady Owls. Brooks again with the save, and this one is slammed to the floor by Mercedes Jaime. And the lead builds for Joshua, now up by 7. The junior serves. Short set by Brooks, but finds its way over the net. This one is going to be tough to handle, and that is in. That was set up on a tee, and it was no problem for Nawasu. So 12-6, Seguin down, but they have the service, and it's Mosley to do it. Back feed and a nice kill, but dug out beautifully by the Lady Cougars, still in play. Nice volley by both teams. Abby Smith controlled it, and this one is too hot to handle. And Elise Guest with the kill, and she will be serving her team on top 13-6. Nice set, but it's going to be wide of the mark. Very, very close. 14-6, Joshua. Running serve, boy, that was blistered, but no problem for the Lady Cougars. Nice save by Emma Phillips. And a little confusion at the net as Warren and Nawasu, I think, expecting the other one to come up with it. 15-10, make it 16-6 now. Well, the Lady Owls in streaks, they had 5 straight points, 4 straight points, and now are on a 4-0 run. Make it 5-0. Well, that serve is just really difficult to handle. And Elise Guest just has done a number here, 5 consecutive points, and Joshua's lead has built to 17-6. Seguin led very early in set number 1, but Joshua ran off 5 straight, 4 straight, and are currently on a 5-point streak here, and they have the service, and it's Guest, the one that's been doing a lot of the damage, but this one is wrong of its mark. So the bleeding has stopped for Seguin with a side out, and they need to get something going here, and Torian Lewis, the sophomore, is in charge of making that happen. Boy, that is nicely fed. Mackenzie Ward with the set, and Caitlin Stone with the kill. Rumfield returns for Joshua. 18-7. Stone serving. Stone has it. Partially deflected at the net, but retrieved, but that's 2 hits against Seguin. Is not able to control the spin of the volleyball, and it's 19-7 in the first set. In the middle, pushed over, Brooks, back fed. In the middle, nicely handled by Emma Phillips. This one across court. Owls keep it alive. Still in play. Guest over the top and diving to her right, but Brooks can't come up with it. Nice effort, but it finds the floor, and it's 20-7. Joshua. And a rotation error in the Seguin lineup there. Gives Joshua an easy point, and now a 14-point lead. Well, there's some confusion there by Joshua, as Amelia Wiley was kind of caught flat-footed, tried a last-second effort to get to it, but obviously couldn't come up with it, so it's side out Seguin. Lady Cougars need something to happen, and I'm not sure that was even visible by the line referee. So Baldy Dixon, the head umpire in charge, says it was in. And a 22-8 Lady Owl lead, and the server is Macy McCoy. Nicely done. Good job by Seguin, and that was Kaya Brooks on the kill. 22-9, Joshua. Overspin on that one. Short set, and there she goes. Aranakis with the kill. So the serve back over to Joshua. Amelia Wiley returns, and she's at the service line. Tapped over, and it's a net violation by the Lady Cougars. And it's set point here in the first one. Nice save by Wiley. She stuck her both arms out. Managed to come up with that. Cougars need to fight back here. That one tapped cross court. And unable to handle that little soft one. So set one goes to the Joshua Lady Owls, 25-9. Stay with us, set two coming up. Here we go, set number two underway. The Lady Owls winning the first set 25-9. Looking for their fourth win in district, and they're off to a good start here in the second set. Lady Cougars hoping that they can end their season with a victory in district play. A very, very young Lady Cougars volleyball team. So the future very promising for the Seguin team. 8 sophomores and 2 juniors. As trying to save it in the middle of the floor, Tyja Knight can't come up with it. It's 2-0. Joshua. Cratcher Ridgway, head coach of the Lady Cougars, with 8 sophomores and getting some experience that will hopefully serve them well in the future. But right now, her team trailing in the second set quickly 3-0. Push forward. Just kind of a nice save by Brooks. And much like what happened in the first set, a series of running consecutive points off, Joshua allowed them to build and then extend their lead. Right now, Seguin just hoping to get the side out, and that one was hammered. And the Lady Cougars in the net. That was maybe too hot to handle anyway. 5-0. Lady Owls. Caitlin Stone continues her serve. Saved in front of the scoring table. That was Sims. This one, oh, really nice effort. Off the partial block of Sims, diving down to the floor to try to handle that was, well, the students that were doing the back judging along the end line have been replaced by much more official looking officials, I guess you could say. Chase down, Lewis. Push to the near side, and a kill recorded by Reese Rumfield. And it is 7-0 Joshua. Mitchell. In the middle it goes, back fed. Cross court, too hot to handle. And Teresia Sims a little upset with herself as she couldn't handle it from across the way by Mercedes Jaime. 8-0. Cougars, nicely done. Very well placed by Kaya Brooks. And so Seguin on the board here in the second set. They trail by 7, and Kaya Brooks, the junior, there you see her at the service line. And she has got plenty of power on her serves, chased down, and that one has to go over and does. Mitchell with the back set, and that one is clobbered. Tasia Knight, and consecutive points by Seguin. And that's 2 hits. As a little sloppy with that set was Caitlin Stone. 8-3. Lady Cougars trail. That one almost caught the top of the net and trickled over, but just a little short. And so the side goes back out to Joshua. And they lead 9-3. Macy McCoy, the libero, serves and serves long. So the serve goes back to Seguin. Tasia Knight. And Tasia Knight handcuffed the Lady Owls. 9-5. Guest with a set and trying to forward the ball towards the net, but unable to do so was Kaya Brooks. So the ball goes back to Joshua. Ashton Turner at the service line. Nawasu shoveled across by Mosley. Short set, and that's wide. Well, that was set up perfectly, and a little disappointing result by Caitlin Stone. Not much reason that one shouldn't have been a point for Joshua, but it was not. Seguin will have possession, and it will be in the game Caitlin Fry, one of those 8 sophomores to serve. A little out of sorts there, but Rumfeld manages to shovel it over. Nice defensive effort by Lewis to keep it alive. Back and forth action, trying to find the dead spot, but dug out nicely, and there you go. Nawasu, Grace Nawasu, the middle blocker sophomore. Nicely done. Lady Cougars now only trailing by 3. McCoy chases it down, but short of the mark. 10-8. Joshua. McCoy sets it. Mosley has it. Mitchell. And then back to Mosley on the give and go, but tried to go side court, but well short of the net. So Mackenzie Ward now playing for Joshua, and she's the server. Nicely done by Mosley, as she was double teamed, but managed to force her will on a couple of Joshua players. And she's the one that will have the serve and just squeaks it over. And that one rattles over as well by Grace Nawasu. Joshua losing a little bit of their edge. Here come the Lady Cougars back. That one is wide. We are tied at 11. 3 unanswered points has forced Joshua to call a timeout, and we will step aside as well. Seguin has climbed all the way back. They were buried early 8-0 to start this second set. But now it is a brand new game, 11-11. And the Lady Cougars are serving. Shoveled over by Stone. A little bit more pep in their step by the Lady Cougars. Trying to make it 4 in a row, and they do so. Boy, Grace Nawasu has really played quite well in this second set. And for the first time, the Lady Cougars have the lead. High set. And nicely done by Mitchell over to Brooks. And the Seguin lead grows to 2. Trying to find a dead space, but just wide. Nice idea, but Brooks overshoots the mark. Side back out to Joshua. Trailing by 1. Brooks has her kill returned. In the Cougars' side. Flipped over. Short serve and unable to handle it. Really not a good effort. Mercedes Jaime did all that she could, but just really was handcuffed on that setup. So the ball back to the Cougars up by 2, and it's Torian Lewis. And that's a short kill attempt. Well short of the mark by Guest. And it's 15-12, and the Lady Owls coach Greg Bethel, sensing that his team is not quite with it, is forced to call another quick timeout. His team trailing by 3. 15-12, set number 2 at Seguin High School. Lady Cougars hoping to even this match at a set apiece. Playing some inspired volleyball here in the second set. And that one, a last-second effort that may have been long had Torian Lewis let it go, but one of those that was too close to call, so she couldn't quite handle it. 15-13 as Schumann leaves the game for Joshua. That one looks like a nice set. Punched over by Mitchell. Mitchell tried to set it, and I think that perhaps Mitchell may have been underneath the net, so the point goes to Joshua. Lady Owls down by 1. Mosley shovels it over. Short set. Confusion there, but no harm. Joshua gets it over. This one, again, last second effort to ditch it, and a battle at the net. And that one is won by Mercedes Jaime as she outdueled Knight for it. And for the third time in this second set, we're tied. To the back it goes. Boy, nice return, but goes all the way across the net. Slowed down now by Joshua. That one off the fingertips, but controlled on the back line. Nice volley by both sides. Racing up, Mosley saves it. Pushed across two-handed by Stone. This one's a short set, and that one was dangerous. Coming this way. Boy, sliding into the table. Hopefully she's all right. What a nice effort by Kayla Mitchell as she came crashing into the table. And hopefully she is all right. She appears to be. And there's a timeout. We'll keep it here to try to sort through this. 16-15, Joshua on top. But just an outstanding effort by Kayla Mitchell. In fact, a ball that would have ended up on our table had she not come up with it, and at the last second slid underneath it and crashed into one of the legs of the table, but she appears to be all right. In fact, she's still in the set. Has a smile on her face, so all is good. Lady Owls with the serve, and Annalise Guest is doing so. Short set. That one is in. Nice delivery on the kill by Caitlin Stone. And now the streaks that Joshua has lived by in this set, they are on a 5-0 run here. Boy, a nice effort. Initially blocked by Mercedes Jaime. She fell down, tried to keep the ball alive, just couldn't quite get enough on it to get it airborne enough. So Fry leaves, and Sims returns for the Lady Cougars. I've seen some really nice effort here in this match. Two teams that obviously will not be playing in the postseason, but the last game of the year, especially for the seniors, playing with a lot of desire. And it's good to see, but before that point is awarded, there's going to be a conference between the linesman and the head umpire. Stone just waiting the outcome of that, expecting that she will continue to serve, and we'll see what happens. And it's going to be replayed. So no score, no point awarded. Well, you can see that Catherine Ridgway not completely happy with that decision. But they maintain the serve. Brooks gets it across. Saved by Lewis. Knight pushes it. That kill is short. Caitlin Stone had it set up pretty nicely, but short arms it, and for the fourth time we're tied. It's 17. Chased down by Lewis. Mitchell has it, and well wide. Mosley from the back line tried to find some open space. So the Lady Owls has the serve. Stone running over Mitchell with the set. Sims tries to cross-court it, but it's returned by the Cougars. Another one trying to go side to side is wide. And it's 19-17 now, Joshua. They won the first set. The Lady Owls did 25-9. Back fed by Mitchell. Poor set by Macy McCoy, and that cost her team a point as she overshot it and allowed the Lady Cougars to easily handle it at the net. And Kaya Brooks serving. And the kill by Mercedes Jaime. Lady Cougars in good position to block that. Among those, Kayla Mitchell, but just overpowering. Lady Owls by 2. Nicely done. Talia Mosley on the nice feed. Side out Lady Cougars. Tasia Knight to serve. That one looks a little deep, but saved by Joshua. Brooks comes running up to handle it. Still alive and short-armed as a little bit of a collision between Sims and Owasu. And it gives Joshua the point and the side out for Megan Ness. Kaboom. Talia Mosley, one of two seniors, with the kill. And the Lady Cougars are not going away here in the second set. Caitlin Fry returns. She replaces Taresia Sims. And Fry to serve. Lady Cougars trail by only one. Trying to catch him off balance a little bit was Mitchell, but Lady Owls managed to handle that. Trying again and blocked down. The nice kill attempt by Mosley, but in position to block it to the near side was Caitlin Stone. And a very big point for the Lady Owls as they get the lead back up to 2 and have the serve. Set up. Nicely done. Fry gets it from Mitchell. Back and forth we go here in the second set. Mosley. Two hits. And for the fifth time in the second set, we are tied at 22. Brooks. Mackenzie Ward has it. Back fed, trying to go cross court. Mitchell right there. Lewis sets it back up, as do the Owls. This one should be money. Boy, that has been money most of the night. Grace Nawasu had it in great position, but for one of the rare times, Joshua managed to handle it. Stone has it returned. Blocked, saved, tried to anyway, as lunging to the floor and not coming up with it was Kaya Brooks. And it is set point for Joshua. Ooh, what a way to finish it off. Just an absolute monster kill by Annalise Guest. And in a set that went back and forth, ultimately Joshua wins it 25-22 and lead this match 2-0. The Lady Owls lead this match 2-0 as we are ready to get set number 3 underway. And Seguin has the honor, and just like that, a service error right in front of Annalise Guest. Joshua won the first set rather handedly 25-9, and off to a slow start here in the third set as Seguin up 2-0 and got off to an 8-0 run in the second set, but there were 5 times it was tied. Ultimately, the Lady Owls won the second set 25-22 And right now, Lady Cougars hoping to just take this one set at a time. But it's side out Lady Owls, and the server will be Mercedes Jaime. And not handled by the Cougars. So Seguin gets 2 points, and now Joshua comes back with 2 of their own. Make it 3 in a row, as that one a little too hot to handle. Trying to track it down was Teresia Sims. Again, a Seguin team with 8 sophomores and 2 juniors, only 2 seniors who were honored here tonight before the match began. And it's 3 in a row, rather 4 in a row now for the Lady Owls. Credit Reese Rumfield with the kill. Back fed, and that one's punched a little too deep off the left hand of Grace Nawasu. And really what hurt the Seguin team all night was just the inability to keep the Owls from racking off 4, 5, 6 points in a row. Nice job of saving that at the net. Diving to the floor is Kaya Brooks, now the libero in this game, but unable to save it. And it is now 6-2. Lady Owls make it 7-2. That one fell in between Sims and Nawasu, and just like in set number 2, a hot start for Joshua, and that forces a Seguin timeout. Set number 3 resumes. Joshua in control of this one right now, but a nice job of finding the floor by Nawasu. 7-3 now. And side out Seguin for Taija Knight. Boy, nice bit of roof job that time. Mosley and Nawasu. Hello. In the middle, McCoy. That one is blocked wide. The point inside out goes to the Lady Owls. They lead 8-4. Amelia Wiley on the jump serve. Mitchell pushes it to the near side, but unable to negotiate it across. So the Lady Owls with the point. As Caitlin Fry returns for Seguin, replacing Kiana Warren. And a net serve gives the ball back to Seguin. Kaylee Sasser plays for Joshua the first time tonight. Brooks serves. Shoveled over to the far side, chasing down the net. Creeping over. Play resumes. Aaron Nakes has it, blocked wide off the antenna. And the point goes to, the point goes to Joshua off the antenna, so the score is 10-5. Short serve, trying to coax it over is Mackenzie Ward, but just not enough under that one. Gives it right back to Seguin. Torian Lewis, there you see her. One of those sophomores. Back fed. That one is going to be well long. overcooked that one. Aaron Nakes. 10-7 Joshua, set 3 here. Lady Owls lead 2-0. Sasser has it, far side, pushed over by Stone. Short feed, and trying to save it, diving across the way was McCoy, but unable to do so. Mosley, give her credit for the Lady Cougars. Seguin down by 2. Short feed, handled nicely by the Lady Cougars. McCoy with the set, and no one home there. Nice recognition by Caitlin Stone to see the open floor, and she put it where the Lady Cougars were not. And it's 11-8 side out Joshua for Aaron Nakes, and that one is long. So a little bit of service problems by Joshua the last couple of times they've had possession. Gives it back to the Cougars. Talia Mosley has it. Ward feeds. Punched by Brooks. Brooks again. Racing over is McCoy. Nice dig in the far corner. And it's a 2-hit violation against Seguin. So the Lady Owls with a 3-point lead. Guest to serve. Probably overall has been the most efficient server for Joshua tonight. This one is placed nicely down by Mercedes Jaime. Joshua looking to close it out in 3. High set by Mitchell. Brooks. And a net violation against Seguin. It's 14-9 now, Joshua. That one looks wide and is, and a little bit long as well. 14-10 Lady Owls as a substitution for Seguin. Returning is Taresia Sims. Also leaving Nawasu as the libero Kaya Brooks returns. And before all that takes place, Catra Ridgway wants to talk about it, and we will take a break as well. 14-10, Joshua on top, but the Lady Cougars again trying to fight back here in set number 3. Lady Owls win the first set 25-9 and take set number 2 25-22. And Seguin, who has gotten off to slow starts in the last couple of sets, have managed to get back in this one. The season finale for both of these teams. Seguin started this third set with a couple of quick points and saw Joshua quickly rattle off 7 in a row, but it's still anyone's set here. Kayla Court's actually in the game now for the Seguin volleyball team, and she was at the service line, and it redeemed some nice benefits. Going to try it again. Got a little bit of power behind her serves as well. Sliding to the floor. Seguin keeps it alive. Nicely done. Boy, what a nice effort by the Lady Cougars. Just a little overmatched when Mercedes Jaime finally got it in great striking position. but maybe one of the best volleys we have seen tonight, just by pure effort by both sides. Nice little back feed shoveled across by Brooks. That one is clobbered, but clobbered a little bit long. Stone with the attempt. Seguin down by 3. Mitchell at the line. That one blocked off the kill attempt by Rumfield. And a nice job. Boy, Grace Nwasu has really done a nice job. More times than not, when she gets the feed there, she has made it count. A 2-point game. Far side, a little bit of short. Sims tried to come cross floor with it, but just was a little short. So it is 16-13, as coming over to the table was Mercedes Jaime to get the ball from our director Spence, who hands it to her, has a smile on his face, as does she, and now she's ready for a little bit of action. 16-13 Joshua. To the knees, and whistle stops play, and rotation error by Joshua gives the side out, and the point to Seguin. They need to string a few together here, and Caitlin Fry is first one to try there. Racing up to set it up is Mitchell. Dug out nicely by McCoy. Mitchell again, cross floor. McCoy again with the save. And that one is gonna go for Seguin. And in disbelief, Reese Rumfield looks around wondering what she possibly could have done wrong. But to no avail. Cougars looking to tie, and they do. That one struck just a little wide of the side mark over there. And it is a 16-16 game, as Rumfeld will leave, and Ashton Turner returns. 3 unanswered points by the Cougars, and underneath the net goes Amelia Wiley, and so that is a violation. 4 unanswered points by Seguin, and that will force Craig Bethel to call a timeout. 17-16 Seguin. 4 straight points has given Seguin a lead that they have not had since they led 2-0 in this third set. And they're trying to keep their season going. They don't want it to end in a straight 3-0 out. And they are on fire right now as Kaya Brooks. It is now 18-16, 5 straight points. Across it goes. McCoy calls for it. And she feeds Wiley. Returned by the Lady Cougars. This set nicely and finished off by Wiley. Boy, that was a really nice job by Joshua to get the volleyball in striking position for Wiley to put down. Only a freshman, too. The only freshman on this Joshua team. And that one, though, is served long. So she gets the kill, but gives it right back to Seguin on the service error. And she will take a seat. Brooks serves. This has been pretty much a no-brainer too. That's how the second set ended, with a smash by Ann-Elise Guest. And you've got to think, Joshua, you would continue to feed her, because she has really been unstoppable when she gets it in good striking position. Lady Owls will make a substitution. Turner leaves, and in the game to serve, there you see number 4, Mackenzie Ward. That one is hit into the net short by Mosley. So we're tied at 19. The second set, near the end of it, went back and forth until eventually some separation by Joshua, but it was yet to be determined. And that one found no man's land in the crease of the defense. That one is hit long, well over the end line by Kayla Courts. And it is 21-19 Joshua. Pushed over, nice save on the sliding dig by the Lady Cougars, but sent long by Caitlin Stone. So side out Seguin, and it is a 21-20 game. That's the score that we had in the second set as well. It was that close. Set nicely. Slam by Stone. Lady Cougars with the save. Joshua looking to reset, and pushed across by Aranakis. So side out Joshua, up by 3. Aranakis did the serve, and that's a net violation. I think maybe against Kayla Courts. So a 3-point set. Mercedes Jaime tried to block it at the net, but it was recovered, and that one is a short kill attempt by Caitlin Stone. So an unforced error gives Seguin a little bit of life. They have got to rack up some points. Overspin by Guest. It finds its way into the Cougar area, but return. Now here come the Owls again into the far corner, and that one is placed nicely. Boy, you cannot place the volleyball any more precisely than that was, and it is match point for the Joshua Lady Owls. And Guest, who has really done a nice job at the line, looking to close this out, and she serves a little long, hoping that the Lady Cougars would perhaps try to make a stab at that one. That one is blocked in. Boy, what an outstanding job. Boy, Grace Nawasu, Kayla Mitchell, Tyja Knight, all right there. Well, the Lady Cougars are certainly on the edge. They do have the serve, but a point by Joshua will close this out. And not a great start for the Joshua, but they recover. Across it goes by the Lady Cougars. Seguin trying to hang on here. Managing to do so. Joshua now kind of slows it down, and that'll do it. Amelia Wiley finds open space. And much like set number 2, where the victor could have gone either way, in set number 3, Joshua manages to sneak out a 25-23 win and sweep this match 3-0. Our thanks to our AISD television production crew, Spence, our producer, Anna Hernandez beside him, and Mackenzie Stokes, Vern Cox doing the nice job showing you the pictures tonight. I'm Jim Staples, and for all of us at AISD-TV, we thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again real soon. Good night, everyone.